Hello everyone, this is Pat, the Oracle card reading and message for Tuesday, the 14th of January 2014. So we have 1/14/14 today, or if you go by European date is 14/1/14. So interesting, anyways, and the numbers and the date. 14 of the fours, of course, mean the angels are around you and with you, and the ones definitely still have to do with the manifestation. So the angels are really amping up your manifestations today, and I know I'm certainly feeling that energy. So for today's reading, I'm going to be calling on the daily guidance from your angels Oracle card deck. It's just a really easy, straightforward deck. The message is really right in the front of the card. But anyways, I like to work with this one once in a while. So let's see what the message is for us today. Okay. There's one that has jumped out. Let's see if there's any other message that comes along for today. What else do they wish us to know? Surrounding us now. And I'd love you to go to my website, or actually, no, I'm sorry, the Facebook page, facebook.com Angel Divination. I'll put the link for it below. There's a really great story on there about somebody whose life was saved by angels. Really, really cool story. Miraculous healing, recovery. So I'll put the link below so you can go take a look and watch it. It's a really interesting and lovely story. Excuse me. So let's see again what our message is for today. All right, nothing's jumping out other than that one card. So angels, what do you wish us to know? Oh, isn't this interesting? I just got this card for myself the other day. Well, the first card that came out I'll put up is, this is reward yourself. And it says, you have been giving a lot of yourself lately, and it's time for you to receive. Make the time to reward yourself in a meaningful way. This balance of giving and receiving is essential to keep your energy, mood, and motivation at a consistently high level. So, there's a little kid in all of us, so I think it's interesting. It shows a little girl, angel on here. The little kid in us loves to be rewarded, for doing something well, for achieving something, for having reached some goal, what have you. That little kid in us still loves to be acknowledged and rewarded. So that's part of what I feel like this card has to do with. It's addressing that little kid in you. It doesn't mean you're being childish. It's just, it's for playfulness and fun, and, so that it doesn't mean you rest on your laurels, but you can take a moment and enjoy having that laurel wreath put on your head. It helps you to keep going. Ultimately, you take that time out, give yourself a little reward. Maybe that reward is just some time out, some time off. It could be treating yourself to a vacation, or maybe a trip to the spa, buying a book for yourself that you've wanted to get for a long time, or a piece of jewelry. Some people really like to reward themselves that way. Whatever it is, make sure, as the card says, that it's something really meaningful to you. If you've been working hard towards setting new fitness goals for yourself, and, some people even, if they're on a diet, they save that reward for the end of the week. Maybe they have that special treat, that special piece of chocolate cake, after they've, had a really great week and, stepped on the scale and they were happy with what they saw, and so they give themselves that little treat, that piece of chocolate. It doesn't mean you fall back or anything like that. It just, it's something, something to treat yourself with. So whatever you consider that for you today, it's urging you to do that, because it's important to have that right now, that little extra oomph for yourself. And let's see what it says in the book about that. It says, you drew this card because it's time to reward yourself for all of your hard work. A treat will boost your energy, mood, and motivation. So, make time for it. Allow yourself to have it. Give yourself a much desired item, a trip, a service, and notice how your inner child, is what it says here in the book, blooms with joy from the loving attention. So, maybe even give yourself permission for a day off from work. Although it may be a little bit late for that for some of us. It's about allowing yourself to receive, and that's important part. In order to, we can't always be driven every single day of the week, and having that energy of being driven and resolved is really great. It really can move us forward and help us to take big steps and keep us pushing through till we achieve our goal. But once we get to that goal, it is important to take that time out and reward ourselves for it before we move on to the next thing. So the other card that came out along with it is See Only Love. And it says, look past the seeming errors, mistakes, and misunderstandings, and see only the love within each person, including yourself. Your resolute focus upon the love that underlies every situation brings about healing in undreamed of ways. Now, what you notice in the back of this card is the moon. And as I look at it, it's a message about how to deal with the full moon energy. Often brings up old patterns, maybe even old hurt feelings that you thought you had mostly gotten beyond. Sometimes it makes things resurface. It's because the full moon time is a time for letting go and releasing. And as I understand from listening to other coaches and readers here on YouTube, that this is one in Capricorn, and it very much has to do with relationships. Now, I, maybe like you, watch the readings of other readers here on YouTube. And if you looked at Doreen Virtue's reading, my friend Angel Steve's reading, even I saw Charles Virtue put a card up on Facebook. There's definitely a theme and message right now. It's as though we're being given an influx of loving energy, where we can kind of look back at what is being churned up that needs to be released from the past, but we can look at it lovingly. And there's a real emphasis to love of the self and your relationship with yourself as a way of improving that relationship, which then improves all others. But this card's message is a very strong one. Try and look at when those things come up. Look at the love, look at the lessons, look past, as it said, the superficial, the human ego that's there, and to get to the heart of it. Look past the surface personalities and see the love that exists within everyone, because what we focus on grows. So when we choose to see the loving acts of other people, those kinds of things grow. Okay? And see the love within yourself. When you look back at your own past and what you're willing to release, look lovingly upon it. Look at the love that you had that was there, and be willing to, treat yourself and your body, your spirit lovingly, because you are as deserving of it as anybody else. So in the book it says, the angels excuse me, gave you this card as a reminder to see through their eyes. Now, when you focus on love, anything that is unloving starts to fall away. It's like turning on a light to diminish the previous darkness. So call upon your angels whenever you need help to elevate your vision to a more loving standpoint. So, this is a bit about forgiving, being willing to release the anger, the hurt, the judgments. And as I was reminded today too, something I learned in reading Joe Vitale's book, Zero Limits, about Ho'oponopono. And that's just to take full responsibility for whatever is showing up in your life, and becoming willing to forgive it, release it, let it go, and ask the divine to clear it away. Okay? It seems sort of strange sometimes to, look at these situations that feel uncomfortable to us and bless them with love. But the more you do, the more it dissipates them. And it helps to dissipate those uncomfortable feelings because you're looking at it from a different perspective. And that's what that card is about today. So anyways, I hope you have a lovely Tuesday. Any situation that you go in and, that feels maybe a bit intimidating or fearful to encounter, bless it with love first. See the only love. And remember to reward yourself today. It's a way, that also is a way of blessing yourself with love. All right, take care, everyone. I hope you have a lovely Tuesday, and I look forward to speaking with you again very soon.